So our first back kick drill for this video series is a back kick over a stack of targets. So kicking over a stack of targets is going to make sure that that student has to get that nice high flat fold. So with the back turned to the target, we're going to fold the back kick up nice and high, knee pulled really tight, and we're going to kick over the target. Let's demonstrate 2 with each leg, please. And there you have back kicks over a target. So the Chuck Norris system does a back kick to the back, but we also have a back kick that goes to the front. But learning how to pivot correctly in order to kick backwards to the front is a skill that must be learned. So we're going to start with our students in a side position so it makes it easier to pivot. And I'll do a quick demonstration here. Shift over just very slightly. So I'm going to use this line here on the floor. So my feet are on the line here on the floor. If I'm in a forward position and then I try to pivot backwards, I have to pivot and I need to move my foot over in order to be completely backwards. So it adds an extra move. If the students start already sideways, then it's easier to just pivot the feet one way or the other. Just to pivot the feet and the hips and to get the body in the proper position to kick to the front or to the back. So if you would, come on out. So Andy's in her side position, and I would say to the front or to the back, and then she pivots in order to be prepared to kick the proper direction. So ready? To the front, she works the pivot, and back. To the back, and she works the pivot. So this is building that muscle memory to make sure that they get that pivot correctly. The other thing we need to make sure is that when they pivot, their eyes are looking the direction that the kick is going to go. So to the front, her eyes don't move. Back to reset. To the rear, she has to pivot her back and turn her eyes to see. So this is a great drill for building that muscle memory. So now we're going to do the actual kick to the front and to the back. So I'm going to have Andy start in her side position, and I call front or back, and she has to kick in the proper direction. So I can, if I want, stick my hand out periodically to check to make sure that knee is coming nice and tight. I don't have to, but that's just a possibility if you want to wander around and check your students as this goes. So ready? To the front. Each time she wants to make sure she gets all the way backwards and folds it really tight. To the back. To the back. To the front. And there you have it. Back kicks to the front and back kicks to the back. For demonstration, we're going to do the back kick left and right. So I'll have her start facing the front. And this time, I'll call left or right. By doing it this way, and everybody's facing to the front, the students get in the habit of having to turn their eyes to look and shift their guard as we go. So ready? Left. Right. 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 Left. And there you go. These are great drills for learning how to do back kicks to the front in the Chuck Norris system. Now that we've learned a back kick to the front, we're going to work just the pivot and the fold moving forward across the mat with a slide up footwork. Fighting stance. So you're going to pivot, slide up, and fold. Then recoil and back around. Ready? Go. This lets your students really work on getting completely backwards. They get to practice their nice tight fold and working their balance at the same time. Other leg, please. Again, this is turn, then slide. Nice job. Slide up. Back kick folds. So when we use a back kick, we want to make sure that we really are hitting with the heel of the foot. So in order to focus that practice and make sure that it is the heel that is hitting the target and not all of the flat of the foot, we have this very small target for her to kick at. We have a nice red dot here right in the center of the target, and her job is going to be to hit that little red dot with the heel of her foot, not the flat of her foot, but really focusing on driving the heel into the target. So first we're going to do the kick with the back leg hitting the target. So Miss Andy's already backwards. She's going to hit with her back leg, and we're really focusing on trying to make sure that it is the heel that hits that target. And of course we would switch legs, and now we're gonna also do it with the front leg. So she's gotta turn and face the target or start in that side position and then work the turn and the kick. And now let's do it with the slide up. So add a little distance, turn, slide up, back kick.